Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is Thursday, a beautiful day outside, but inside the world of Port Charles, the storm clouds have officially broken and unleashed an absolute hurricane of tragedy. Grab your tissues and a strong drink, and let's get ready to unpack the most devastating, jaw-dropping episode we have seen in years. We need to talk about this right now. I can't even process what I just watched. I am literally typing this up late at night because sleep is absolutely impossible after that ending. I am sitting here vibrating with rage, heartbreak, and pure shock. Are you kidding me with this? I am so unbelievably furious with the writers right now. I mean, we all knew Ross Cullum was a bad guy. We knew he was a monster who stabbed Marco Rios. But this crosses a line I didn't even know existed on daytime television anymore. I am completely, utterly gutted for Lulu and Dante. I don't even know how I'm going to function tomorrow and my mind is just racing in a million different directions. I need to get this all out before I explode. Okay, let me try to calm down and break down exactly what just happened, because my brain is still trying to process the sheer trauma of it all. So remember that highly tense, anxiety-inducing scene in the General Hospital chapel. The one where Rocco finally breaks down and confesses to Britt Westbourne that H.E. was the one who pulled the trigger and shot Ross Cullum on Pier 55. We saw Britt absolutely panic. She was shaking, screaming at him that if Cullum ever found out, they were both dead. Well, guess what, guys? Cullum found out, because of course he did. This is General Hospital. Nobody ever checks the corners of a room before confessing to a major life-altering crime. And I just have to say, the way they filmed that scene in the chapel was actually brilliant from a cinematic standpoint, but so incredibly frustrating as a longtime fan. The camera slowly panning to the shadows, revealing Cullum lurking there in his hospital gown, listening to every single word. I mean, my stomach literally dropped into my shoes. He heard it all. He heard Rocco crying, saying he did it to save Jason and Britt. He heard Britt's sheer terror. But did Cullum call the PCPD? Did he call Dante? Did he call his WSB goons to make an official arrest? No. Because Cullum is a straight-up psychopath who wants personal, bloody vengeance. Because, think about it, Cullum doesn't just want justice. Justice is boring to a guy like him. He wants to inflict maximum soul-crushing pain. He knows Jason is sitting in a WSB black site right now, taking the fall for this kid. Jason sacrificed his freedom, his life with Danny, everything to protect Rocco. So what does Cullum do? He decides the ultimate punishment for Jason's interference isn't just letting Jason rot in a cell. It's wiping out the very boy Jason gave up his life to save. It is so twisted. I know some people on the forums are loving this dark, gritty villain era for Cullum, but personally, I think it's almost too dark. It's making me physically sick to my stomach. So Cullum hatches this vile, disgusting plan. He steals a burner phone or spoofs Dante's number. I don't even know the technicalities of how he did it. But he sends a fake text to Rocco from his own father. A text that says something like, "Meet me in the East Wing construction zone, it's an emergency." And Rocco, sweet, guilty. Terrified Rocco, who has been carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders, just goes, he doesn't question it, because he loves his dad and he's desperate to come clean to Dante anyway. I was literally screaming at my screen, "Don't go, Rocco. It's a trap." Turn around. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Can we just talk about Rocco for a second? I've been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have watched this kid grow up on my screen. We went through the whole embryo theft storyline with Britt, the custody battles, the bonding with Dante, the blended family drama. Rocco is legacy. He's a Falconeri and a Spencer. You don't just throw away a legacy kid for shock value. Remember when they killed off Morgan Corinthos back in the day? Yeah, it didn't work then either. It just plunged the whole canvas into a year of depressing, unrelenting grief. And now we are doing it again with Rocco Y. What is the point of this trauma porn? And can we just focus on Lulu for a minute? Hasn't this woman suffered enough? She lost Dante for years when he was off doing his WSB brainwashing storyline. She lost her brother Lucky when he left town. She was in a coma. And now she loses her firstborn son. The son she fought so hard to get back from Brit. Back in the day, it feels cruel. It feels like the writers just have this vendetta against the Spencer family, and they want to see them suffer endlessly. I mean, Luke is gone, Bobby is gone, and now the next generation is being picked off. It's sick. I am so tired of watching my favorite characters get tortured for ratings. Okay, back to the point. So Rocco walks into this dark, creepy, unfinished wing of the hospital. There are plastic tarps hanging everywhere, exposed wires, dim emergency lighting. It was giving major horror movie vibes. And out steps Ross Cullum. The dialogue here was chilling. Cullum didn't even yell. He didn't rant and rave like a typical soap villain. He just calmly told Rocco that he wasn't going to turn him over to the cops. He looked this terrified teenager in the eye and said, "Your death is the price for Jason's interference." I mean, the absolute ice in his veins. Rocco looked so small, but he tried to be brave. He really did. But then the physical altercation happened. A grown, highly trained WSB director and assassin against a teenager. It wasn't a fair fight. It was an execution. Rocco fought back. He shoved Cullum. He tried to scramble away, but Cullum overpowered him so easily. There was that awful struggle near the scaffolding, the sound of the scuffle echoing in that empty wing. And then it happened. I don't even want to type it out because it makes it real. Cullum killed him. He actually killed him. I am sobbing all over again just thinking about it. The finality of it, the way Cullum just adjusted his hospital gown, checked his pulse, and walked away, leaving that poor boy lifeless on the cold concrete floor. I can't handle this. And another thing that is driving me absolutely insane, where is the hospital security? General Hospital is supposed to be this premier medical facility. Yet, a high-ranking WSB director can just wander out of his VIP room, overhear a private confession, in the chapel spoof a text message, and murder a teenager in a construction zone without a single security guard noticing. Are you kidding me? Monica Quartermain needs to fire the entire staff. It's ridiculous. How many people have to die in the stairwells and under construction wings of GH before they install some working cameras? And the aftermath, the sheer unadulterated devastation. When they finally found the body, I have never ever seen acting like what Dominic Zamprogna and Emmy Ryland delivered today. Give them all the Emmys, just hand them over right now. When Dante got the call, when he ran past the police tape into that construction zone and saw his son in the primal, guttural scream he let out, it shook my entire house. And Lulu collapsing into Cassius's arms, completely broken wailing for her baby. It was gut-wrenching. I had to pause the episode and just walk away for 10 minutes because I couldn't see the screen through my tears. But here's the part that makes me want to throw my remote through the drywall. Dante and Lulu have no idea who did it because Cullum is a professional. He left no evidence behind. He wiped the phone logs, he avoided the security cameras. He made it look like a random attack, or maybe something tied to the mob. Dante is standing there, covered in his son's blood, swearing to the heavens that he will find the monster who did this and tear them apart piece by piece. And he doesn't know the monster's recovering. In a VIP room, 3 floors up. It is agonizing. It is the most frustrating, dramatic irony I have ever witnessed. Actually, wait, maybe this is a good thing for Dante's character development. I mean, Dante has been a straight-laced, by-the-book cop for so long. Maybe this is the catalyst that finally pushes him over the edge. We've always wondered what would happen if Dante truly embraced his Corinthos side, right? If he goes full vigilante, uses Sonny's resources to hunt down Rocco's killer, that could be an incredible, dark storyline. But no, I take it back. I don't want Dante to lose his soul. And I definitely didn't want Rocco to die just to serve as a plot device for Dante's dark era. There had to be another way to get Dante to cross the line. And my heart breaks for Dante, not just as a father, but because he has to go through this without Sam. Sam would have been the one to ground him. She would have used her PI skills to track down Cullum's burner phone. She would have figured this out in a day. But with Sam gone, Dante is completely untethered. He is going to rely on Sunny. And Sunny's way of handling things is just going to lead to more bloodshed. This whole situation is a powder keg waiting to And what about Britt? Oh my god, Britt is going to absolutely implode when she hears the news. She knows... she knows Rocco was a shooter. She knows Cullum is ruthless. And she knows Cullum was asking questions. Is she going to put two and two together? She has to... But Cullum controls her Huntington's medication. If she speaks up, if she tells Dante the truth, Cullum will cut off her supply and she dies too. She is trapped in the most horrific nightmare imaginable. And the guilt, she's the one who let Rocco get close to the danger. The guilt is going to eat her alive until there is nothing left. And think about Jason. Jason is sitting in a WSB black site right now, completely cut off from the world, thinking he did a noble, heroic thing. He thinks he saved Rocco's life, when he eventually finds out that his sacrifice actually put a massive target on Rocco's back and got the kid killed. Jason's going to lose his mind. He is going to break out of that prison. He is going to come back to Port Charles and he is going to end Ross Cullum. I am here for that, honestly. I am here for Stone Cold, going on an absolute rampage. Cullum deserves everything that is coming to him. And I hope Jason makes it hurt. The ripple effect of this murder is going to destroy half the canvas. Charlotte is going to be devastated. Danny is already spiraling, trying to join Sunny's mob to avenge Jason. And now his cousin and best friend is dead. Danny is going to completely go off the deep end. And what about Cassius? He's been pretending to be Nathan, stringing Lulu along, keeping this massive secret about Rocco's guilt. And now he has to comfort Lulu through the loss of her child. The web of lies is getting so tangled, it's suffocating. Cassius is going to crack under the pressure. He has to... And where does Jen Sidwell fit into all this? Sidwell has been running around Port Charles acting like he owns the place, blaming Sunny for Marco's death. While Cullum, his literal partner in crime, is the one who actually stabbed Marco and now murdered Rocco. If Sidwell finds out what Cullum has been up to, is he going to turn on him? Or are they going to team up to cover this up? The fact that Cullum is out here operating as a rogue assassin while Dante is distracted by Sidwell's mob. War is just brilliant plotting. I'll admit that, but it's so frustrating to watch as a viewer who knows the truth. I don't know, guys. I am just so emotionally drained by this show sometimes. I want to trust the writers. I really do. But killing Rocco feels like a massive, unforgivable mistake. It's giving me bad flashbacks to when they ruined other legacy families just for a ratings bump during sweeps. I'm going to keep watching, obviously, because I'm addicted and I need to see Dante get justice. But I am dreading the funeral scenes. I am dreading watching Lulu break down every single day. Let me know in the comments if you guys are as angry and heartbroken as I am, because I feel like I'm losing my mind over here. R.I.P. Rocco Falconeri. You deserve so much better.